Hello, and 안녕하세요 everyone. As you guys can see, I'm currently next to our lemongrass that we grew this year. Quite a lot. We have about 5 buckets loaded with all lemongrass stalks here. And we like to grow a lot because we like to preserve it and keep it in the freezer so that we can use it for soups, marinades, curry, lots of cooking. But today it's going to be kind of an interactive video for you guys to see. So we're going to show you guys how we like to take it out so that we can preserve it and keep it in the freezer for whenever we want to cook and use lemongrass. So my mom and I will show you guys how to take care of the actual roots or the stalk, the bottom stalk, and then we're also going to show you guys how to take care of these leaves here and preserve it so that we can use it for soups. So a lot of you guys were curious, and we will be showing you guys how to do it, but do let me know how you guys like to take care of it, and if you guys do it this way as well. I'm always curious and I love to know. But yes, let's go ahead, and my mom and I will show you guys how to take care of these beautiful lemongrass that we are growing this year. So let's go. Oh, also my mom's gonna be showing you guys how to preserve some of the roots so that you can actually grow it next year as well. So stay tuned until the very end so that we can show you guys how she likes to preserve the roots so that you can actually grow it next year. So let's go. Alright, so these are lemongrass that we grew this year. Quite a lot. We have about 5 buckets of lemongrass that we grew. So my mom's currently just taking the actual stalks out. Wow. Lo trong cả cha cho có cái nhau lúc tới chờ non no tê chỉ muốn lên một cha tê lấy nọ nàng lúc cho cao ha lúc ai lúc snow tê lúc tàn là tê tao muốn lên nội trong cả cha để xa lên lấy nọ ít sống nữa tới nhau lúc tới chờ non no nữa. But anyways, my mom is currently taking some of the stalks out of the actual black thermal pots that we grew it in this year. We like to grow it in the black thermal pots because it retains the heat a lot, and lemongrass really likes heat so that they can grow taller and a lot thicker as well. So if you guys plant this in the ground, it might not grow as well depending on where you live. They do like the hot weather as well. But you guys can see all these black thermal nursery pots that we like to use to plant the lemongrass. Lots of lemongrass being grown right now. It's really cool. In Hmong Leeg dialect, lemongrass is pronounced differently. In Hmong Leeg, we call this Tauj Qab. In Hmong Leeg, they call it Tauj Dub. By the way, if you guys do this, make sure you wear gloves because lemongrass is pretty sharp, especially the leaves here. They're very sharp, like paper, so make sure you wear gloves.
Thổi cho mà ít thổi xưa sang mình nhiều đông to thì lấy nằm to lên nó trên đông nó thì một chín đủ rồi.
Alright, so our lemongrass pots are all empty. My mom left some of the younger stalks in the pot just because we can't really use those, so we left it there.
Mỗi hộp bạc dại mỗi ở của trong cao tế đưa cho món số hổ tế cho mà cho tôi freezer rồi và lấy nọ cái lúc tới chụp bên nó tê rồi tạo lên nó xứ để sao chỉ lên bông nhà mà vô tạo ta la ơi cho vô xứ chắc cá bé cho lên nó tê bé nằm lông to xí chỉ mất té họ từ chọc từ lần lâu nữa mất té từ lần lâu một té xây dựng từ lâu cho nó mà chỉ bỏ chê lên đó chỉ cho cứ mà học bao ha cứ lú lú nó chỉ còn
cho nó có chỉ tiêu một tuần để cho
cho lên thì nó.
Okay, so my mom picked these lemongrass stalks. These are a lot bigger. The roots are a lot thicker. She'll keep these so that she can actually put it in water for next season. And we'll show you guys how she does it after we finish cleaning up the rest of the lemongrass. But the thicker lemongrass stalks here. Alright, so we just finished picking out the outer, rougher part of the lemongrass here. And at this point, we're gonna go rinse it and then we'll take care of the leaves and the stalk. Spray away!
Chắc thế nó bỏ món rồi mất trả đây nó món rồi đây ở trong chứ thì dụ
mua trồng plong mà con mua ra hay trồng
giờ chẳng được cố tế mua ở hàng giờ chẳng được cố tế mới ra của tôi rồi mà con giờ ta chẳng được cố tế lấy cái sâm bông tế hết cái chuyện này chỉ cố tế mất trầu để mất cha thì kia mà ô là to còn như nè to chẳng ta còn như rong á này tại chúng ta chạy để ô tô xe này là to cái xe này nè chạy đi kia nè để ô nhồi giật sức cái ô này nó đồng nó xưa vào cháu cái nó ít chẳng hết nữa cái nó cho rau sư cho rau luôn cả lá luôn thì có cháu cái nó
cho em có một chế cha for next season rồi. Có một giá quá.
Cho nó tê, cứ chế cha cho được xong rồi cho nó nè. Có tê mỏ à? Lên nó tê. Cho cả nó nhỏ này nó đi. Tê muốn cho nó. Muốn cho nó. Có cho nên to lên nó tê bố chỉ một Spain grow nè cho cha nè thì cho cha làm chỉ tao một tết lễ thì tôi sau nó làm mì ai xưa nên chỉ làm nên để cho ta có cho yêu tôi cho luôn nó xưa nó thì nên mua chơi nên đó cho bố cho cha làm tôi thì tôi tao cá nó nên cho lấy cha làm nên để tôi là nè yêu ôn nên tao lên nó thì nên chọn để mình chỉ xưa nên chín đến cho sau nè để cho nên đau lên nó xưa để mất chót lên rồi cho mà chót lên rồi để chót lên rồi cho lên nó xưa lọ cho lên nó để từ từ chót lên cái chỗ của nó là để cái sáng lô chắc là nó cho xưa chỉ cho lịch xong à.
Alright, so this is how my mom's gonna save these. And she's gonna save this for next season, so make sure you guys watch and keep an eye on the water. We're just gonna put water halfway through the vase here, and then you guys will start to see the leaves come back up, and next season we'll start planting it, and then it's gonna start having babies next season once you plant it in the pot. Alright, so here are the lemongrass stalks. We finished peeling off the rougher skin, and then we rinsed it really well, cut the leaves off of it, and we're gonna be keeping these in the bag in the freezer for whenever we want to use it. And these are all of the lemongrass leaf that we finished trimming off as well as rinse off, and we're letting it sit in the sun so that it can wilt a little bit, so it'll be easier for us to actually fold it and tie it into little like bows so that we can put it in the freezer as well. So my mom says that if you keep it in the sun, hot sun, for at least 1 hour or 2 hours, it will wilt the leaves so that when you start to form it and fold it and wrap it around, it doesn't break. Because right now it's super crispy right now, you guys can hear it's kind of crispy, so it's not as flexible to work with. So if you put it in the sun will help it wilt a little bit, make it a little bit softer to work with. So we're just gonna let this sit in the sun for a good hour or two, and then we'll come back and we'll show you guys how to fold and wrap the leaves up for soups.
Okay. Sẽ mới cho tên làm lâu nó thật to nó cắt khử lên nó có ô tên nó chỉ lùn lùa có ô tên chế con lên nó tên mình chơi con nó cho có chỉ tao nó tên con tao nó để có mà lên rau lên nó còn nó chụp tận để tao lên nó số để cho mà cho nó để cá hẹ này xí này.
Alright, so my mom basically took 2 of the lemongrass leaves here, and then she's just gonna roll it, fold it over, do another round, and then once you get to the softer leaves, she's just gonna roll it around so that it can tie all of it together. If you guys want, definitely wear gloves because the leaves are really sharp, so they can cut you like a paper cut. But since my mom kind of have been doing this for quite a long time, her fingers are used to it, so she's kind of pro and master at it. So just a little tip for you guys, wear gloves if you are afraid of cutting yourself. Well, yeah, this is what it looked like after you roll it tied up and then rip off the excess leaves, and then you get a nice roll like this to be used for soups. Nice and tight. This takes practice, so you guys gotta do it a couple times to get used to getting a nice bundle like this. Put it in this pile. The lemongrass leaves, we only use it to put in broth or soups, just to enhance the broth a little bit. It's actually not edible. You can just discard it after you finish cooking up the soup. It just helps so that the soup is more flavored with a lemongrass aroma to it. So once these are done, you guys can bag them in a Ziploc bag, and then you guys can just stick it in the freezer, and when you want soup, just add one of this bundle into the soup. That's it. Alright, so we are back home, and my mom's going to pack them into Ziploc bags or just regular bags to be put in the freezer. You guys can also put it in a vacuum sealed plastic bag as well and keep it in the freezer, but we're just gonna put it in these type of bags, and then whenever we want to use it, it's easier for us to just take it out one at a time. Alright, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys found that informative, and I hope you guys learned something. Do let me know what you guys like to use lemongrass in and how you guys like to cook it. Other than that, I'm on my way to go help out my parents pick out their persimmons because it is ready to be harvested. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and until next time, I'll see you in my next video.
很不一样。
Wow. They're huge.
Hả?